We've looked at the warriors, now it's time for Ninjago's Villain Generals, as today we're going to rank the 10 best minifigures from the whole theme. But who actually counts as a Villain General? I mean, for the earlier seasons it's pretty clear. Big-headed Skullkin, Serpentine Generals, Ghost Generals, but later on the lines get a bit blurry. I mean, I wouldn't really consider any of Shintaro's villains generals, and all of the crystallized generals were just returning main villains. So for the purposes of this video, we'll keep things simple. If they aren't clearly part of a general rank like the Oni Masked Sons of Garmadon Bikers or Vermilion Commanders, then we'll just stick to non-generic goons and second-in-commands. With that out of the way, we can kick things off with Char. A member of Asphera's Pyro Snake army, he appeared in the Land Bounty and Katana 4x4, and his name is appropriate as he is as black as soot, with his big serpentine tail and body being draped in clothing that reads fire in Ninjago language. Beneath the awesome Pyro Snake shoulder armor piece, there are some bandages at the top showing that this snake has come back to life after thousands of years buried in a tomb. All of this is topped off by the Pyro Whipper headpiece, but exclusively moulded in black for Char, with trans orange letting some light through to bring this fiery general to life, armed of course with his special snake scepter. Taking the number 9 spot, we have General Cryptor of the Nindroid Army. From the 2014 set wave, Cryptor appeared in the Kai Fighter, Destructoid, and Mech Dragon, dressed in black ninja robes. This evil robot was fully unique with the detail into his torso and legs, all topped off by some shoulder armor to bulk him up and hold his sword. Meanwhile, the modified ZX mask of course equips him with a large eyepiece and also covers up his unique face print, showing a furious Cryptor with a metal lower half and black upper half to his face. Cryptor sort of made a return in 2017 as well with this awesome white Nindroid variant, which honestly is a better figure, though I wouldn't really class it as a villain, hence why 2014 Cryptor takes this spot. We enter the dark swamps of Ninjago now, as 8th place goes to Commander Ragmonk, the Vermilion Warrior. I absolutely love the creepy designs of the Vermilion, and Ragmonk is no exception. His armor and helmet we of course saw on Revit when I ranked the villain warriors, and it certainly helps Ragmonk maintain an intimidating appearance. Beneath all that, Ragmonk is unique in his dark orange colour scheme, as big snakes contort around his torso to form his body, with more terrifying heads and tails writhing around on his back printing. His two face prints also show a goofy expression and a more serious one, with more snake bodies wrapped around themselves. As far as level of detail goes, the Vermilion are probably unbeaten, and Ragmonk's unique colour scheme certainly helps him stand out as one of 2017's best minifigures, providing a great addition to two great sets. 7th place goes to Flintlock, the Sky Pirate villain turned hero from 2016. As first mate to the ruthless Nadakan, Flintlock has quite a unique design compared to the other Sky Pirates. While he shares his legs with Bucko, his torso is exclusive to him, with a green scarf and Sky Pirate belt buckle strapped around it, plus a green parachute sat on the back for emergencies. His goggles and mustache bring him to life, while the faceprint below shows a mischievous smirk. Well, this is how he appeared in the Sky Shark and Misfortune's Keep. He swaps the epaulets for Stone Warrior armor and the goggles for his hairpiece in the Summer's Lighthouse Siege set. Not sure why they did that, because I think the original figure was perfectly fine without bulky shoulder armor, but at least it was nice to get his hair. As his name suggests, he was an expert marksman with classic LEGO pirate weapons, until of course he wasn't. In 6th place, it's Kozu the Stone Warrior. Honestly, either 2013 or 2016 could take this spot, as I'd love them both. In 2013, he's all red with silver armor patterns on the torso matching up to that incredible upper arm piece he introduced, with the armor physically represented here rather than just printed onto a flat torso like later minifigures. The Day of the Departed update meanwhile added a wonderful contrast to his design, bringing it more in line with the regular Stone Warriors with its black and red appearance. The torso and legs are shared by the other 2016 Stone Warriors, covered by red and silver armor, while the large upper body piece has some silver details on it too. They each share a similar helmet, with 2013's mouthguard getting some black teeth printed on it. And below them, both figures have an angry face print, with red details and green eyes lit up by the venom of the Great Devourer. In 2013, he was part of the Garmatrop, while his 2016 figure was exclusive to the Samurai X Cave Chaos alongside Cryptor and Pythor. From indestructible stone to a nasty ball of gas next, the creepy Ghoultar takes 5th place. This Ghost General was the Scythe Master, and in his 4 sets, he always appeared armed with them. Unlike the other generals, he was the only one who never appeared with legs, instead always having this spooky ghost tail piece, with blue moulded in to link up with the torso. Below the tattered robe piece, Ghoultar is revealed to be a cursed skeleton, as his bones poke out from below his robes, making for an even more nightmarish appearance. The face is also a creepy skeleton, with his skull missing some teeth and having a big bolt holding it together at the back. Maybe he lost his brain before being cursed. It would explain a lot, because despite this terrifying design, he was actually quite a goofball in the show, with a love for Master Chen's puffy pot stickers. 10 years on, Morrow's Ghost Army still holds up, with Ghoultar merely being the cherry on top of an incredible collection of sets and minifigures. Moving on to 4th place, we go big with Killow, the giant Sons of Garmadon biker. This big boy was the second, and as of 2025, also the last big fig made for Ninjago, and between the two, he is easily the best. With skull knee pads, an arm tattooed with the 3 Oni masks, and biker jacket covering more tattoos on the torso, also decorated with lots of badges and SOG symbols. His face, meanwhile, uses an actual minifigure head like Mungus, meaning it can turn from side to side, and also wear the orange Oni mask of deception, which really helps give him an even more intimidating appearance with its evil face design and giant horns sticking into the air. Even round to the back, the wonderful design of his body can be seen, with the jacket and trousers not quite managing to cover everything. There's also a spot for Technic attachments, as he came fully equipped with this large backpack in the Killow vs Samurai X set, with stud shooters to shoot enemies, in case bludgeoning them with his giant club wasn't quite enough. Travelling back to where it all began now, as Samukai takes 3rd place. Former King of the Underworld, this Skulking General served under Lord Garmadon during the pilot series, on a quest to find the 4 golden weapons of Spinjitzu. As a Skulking, he shares his body with all the others, giving him boots and a belt, but he's set apart from them by the giant headpiece that sits on top of it. This not only gives him 2 extra arms so he can wield all the golden weapons, at least for a few seconds, but also means his jaw can open and close. So, unlike Pythor, he's not stuck with it wide open. The printing shows some bolts in his eyebrows and some broken teeth, while he also has this huge spine running down the back, bulking him up even more. Despite returning briefly for Day of the Departed, Samukai only ever appeared in Garmadon's Dark Fortress and the Fire Temple, and so this rarity means he's one of the most valuable minifigures from the entire theme. Slithering into 2nd place, it's yet another snake with Acidicus. This venomous serpent is leader of the Venomari tribe, and was released exclusively in 2012's Epic Dragon Battle. So just like Samukai, he often appears high on most valuable minifigure lists. Despite only appearing in one set many years ago, he has made a few appearances in the TV show beyond 2012, starring in Rebooted and more recently Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu as a wise serpentine elder. Acidicus really is one of the theme's greatest minifigures in my view, with his long green tail linking him up to the other snake generals, but decorated beautifully with red and lime green running up into the torso, and all topped off with this fantastic headpiece. It's shared with Lazaru of course, who you can see in my top 10 villain warriors video, but has its own unique printing with white spikes on top and scratches behind his left eyes. And that brings us to the number 1 spot. Just who will take the crown? Well, there's only one that could beat Acidicus in my eyes. The mysterious Mr. E. This biker is dressed head to toe in black and red, with different symbols pinned to his jacket and the SOG Garmadon face on the back. Beneath his helmet, the only thing shining through are small red eyes, and surely we never know that he was originally intended to be Echo's aim. While the figure is fine on its own, this version definitely doesn't beat Acidicus. However, when you plop that Oni Mask of Vengeance on top and boost him up with 2 extra arms, this becomes so much better. The torso piece has red and orange energy bursting out of it, and I simply love how the mask looks paired up with it. The regular Mr. E was available in both the Temple of Resurrection and Street Race of Snake Jaguar, while the upper torso add-on piece was exclusive to the Street Race set. He may have been destroyed by Garmadon early in Hunted, but with a design like this, Mr. E absolutely cemented his place in Ninjago history as one of the greatest villains it has ever seen. So there we have the 10 best villain generals in my opinion. Be sure to leave your own list in the comments down below. Soon we'll complete this villain series by ranking the top 10 main villain minifigures, but for now, tap on screen to check out another video. That's all for today, so thanks for watching.